We're always so lucky to have him join us. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the Campbell Memorial Red Devils, Nick Canterino. Coach Reno, how are you, buddy?
How you guys doing? I'm great. How about you guys?
We're wonderful. They were calling for you the second this show started. So there's millions that are just celebrating across the YSN universe right now. I mean,
they're probably wondering why you used that picture of me.
Yeah, I don't know. The angry one?
Yeah.
We're trying to intimidate everybody. That's all that we're trying to do. We're trying to give you that one up.
Yeah,
Coach, we couldn't find a picture of you smiling. You're such an intense coach.
Thank you.
There was no
not too much.
We'll have to. We're gonna send Gary back out to your game today, and I'm gonna tell him his mission is to get a. Don't smile at all.
Don't smile at all. Like literally point at the photographer and just mean mug him. That's all we want. Coach, all seriousness, we're thankful you're here with us, taking some time out of your day. This has got to be one of the coolest rides that you've been on. To raise a district banner, obviously, that's mission accomplished, but the mission's not over. You guys back to work today. What has this been like for you this year and leading up to this point?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fun. Like you guys said, we knew we had a good group, just very unselfish. The addition of Jared Cologne this summer was huge for us. He brings another dynamic piece that we didn't have before. And, him, Sway, and T playing off each other, and then the other guys just makes the other guys' jobs that much easier. Like I said, just a great group of guys, fun to be around, very unselfish. But it's just fun to coach a group like that.
Coach, we've had you on YSN a lot over the years, and I've loved what you've done with this program, especially the last 4 or 5 years, in this window that you have that has been so successful. I remember a couple of years ago, after you lost a really big group of seniors, there was a lot of outside noise thinking, okay, but this is a one and done thing. Campbell just had that talent. They lost it. Talk about building the program up and what it's taken to sustain the success that you've had and not just be that one and done team that a lot of people, maybe quote unquote experts, thought that you were going to be.
Yeah. We had a really good group there 3 years ago. And I think a lot of these younger kids like Sway and these other guys saw what went into it, saw how much fun that group had. Hats off to these guys for just wanting to stick around and work. It could have been easy to leave and go somewhere else. But these guys, put their heads down. They worked. We always go back to Sway just because, I remember as a freshman, he didn't want to dress for JV games. He was kind of nervous there, but each year just getting better. And just can't say enough good things about this group and him. And again, it's all because of these kids working hard in the off season and wanting to be here. And I think these kids the younger kids are starting to follow the example of these older guys. And that's all you can ask for in a program.
The funny thing to me is you're exactly the way Sway is. So I'm assuming that's what you teach. That's what you coach is deflection whenever it comes to, people putting good stuff to you, not necessarily bad stuff. You want that accountability factor. So my question to you is, these kids seem to look up to you and really do. And we've seen that over the course of your tenure. Why is that? Is it because you go the extra mile? Is it because you love on these kids like they're your own family? Why is it, do you think, that they gravitate towards you and would they be willing to run through a wall for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're giving me too much credit there. But, just showing them that we love them, we like being around just as much as they like being around here. I think as soon as you let these guys know that you care about them, to do whatever they need to help them, then, everyone gets all in. I don't know what to say there. That's a tough question. But, yeah, I love these guys. I'm glad they love me. Let's hopefully we can keep this going.
Coach, we got to hear you're a district champion. Let's go through that game. You're playing LeBray, who up until this year was a conference opponent, a very familiar opponent that you know very well. I'm sure you know everything that Coach Kaiser likes to run because you played him for so long. What was it like being having that familiarity with LeBray? Did that help the game plan a little bit? And what were some of the things that you thought you guys really executed well in that game to get the win?
Yeah, the familiarity, works for and against you. We knew what they were going to do, but they also knew what we were going to do. We've had some battles here the last few years. It's a great program, great coach. Really learned a lot off of him over our years of battles. But, yeah, it was just an exciting environment. We knew it was going to be a tight game. Just really proud of our defensive effort. our assignment. We didn't miss too many assignments. We made some dumb plays down the stretch. I think we fouled 2 3-point shooters, which you never want to do there. But just talking, just rebounding. We thought if we could win the rebounding edge, we thought we would win that game. And we ended up winning it by 4. And, again, just hats off to these kids. Great week of practice leading up to that game, ultra focused. It was really the first time I've seen our seniors really step up and call people out and make sure people were paying attention. Everyone was on the same page, working the game plan. So just really proud of these guys. And, it was just a great environment. We definitely made it a little tighter than we were hoping for. And then at the end, like you guys talked with Sway, I mean, that was awesome to see our kids. I made sure they knew about it too. A lot of texts about our guys, stopping the celebration, helping the LeBray kids up, and just super proud to, be the head guy of kids who do that.
Coach, real follow-up to that real quick. When you saw that, I don't know if you saw it live or if you saw it on video after, what were the first thing that went to your head when you see your players stop their celebration to help the opposing kids up off the floor?
Yeah, I didn't see it live. We were celebrating on the bench a little bit, and I can't remember. Someone sent it to me. So after the game, it was the first time I saw it, and just special. Proud moment there. Just seeing our guys do that, and then to celebrate, and then help them up, and then go celebrate again. That's the way you do it. We always pride ourselves on playing hard. We never want to be dirty or cheap or anything like that. And I think that was just credit to these guys.
That was an incredible moment. I mean, watching it all over social media. It's one thing to see during the game. It's another to see live because you're trying to, celebrate, and also your eyes are going everywhere because you're looking, the floor. The people are looking at you. I'm sure you were just trying to make sure that everybody was in check at that moment, so that nobody fouled, nobody did anything crazy, but your boys stepped up in a big moment. You know who else stepped up? Your community. I'll tell you what, man. You guys. You show up for Campbell. Everyone shows up from Campbell. What is it about that community that they love sports so much and they show up in droves? We saw that. We would talk to Sway about the day game. And then obviously you got the community showed up against LeBray in that district championship. What is it about this community that loves these programs so much?
Yeah, I mean, just a great small community. Anytime we have success, they're always around. They're always backing us up. A lot of history here, I want to say the early won a state championship 93, the mid of 2000s. I think they went to 7 straight district finals, so there's a lot of history here. But yeah, I just want to comment on that day game. I hope we do that every year. That environment was so electric. I thought our students were awesome. Our kids really fed off it. The gym was so hot and loud. It was just so much fun to be a part of it. And I hope it's something that we continue to do. But yeah, just super proud of this community for showing up, our students showing up. Hopefully, again, I'm anticipating it being the same tonight. So we're definitely looking forward to the excitement about tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement around tonight, Coach. Let's talk about what the perspective is for tonight. Dalton comes in. They played the game before you. Did you get a chance to kind of get there early and watch what they were about? What's kind of the scouting report on the Bulldogs? Give us a little bit of a preview of tonight's regional semi.
Yeah, a couple coaches got there early. We didn't want to let the kids get there early and kind of sit around and kind of lose focus of, the task later on. But we definitely got eyes on them. A little familiar with the program. Just, we never really played them, but always paid attention. They've always been in regionals last few years. A lot of success. Had some success with football, So these kids know how to win. Very tough group. Yeah, we definitely have our work cut out for us, but we definitely like the matchup. We're excited to face teams we're not familiar with, and hopefully we do enough to get the job done tonight.
When you get this far, is it easier or more challenging to stay focused? I mean, there's a lot less teams, right? But there's a lot more media that's focused on you. So does that challenge you in keeping everybody locked in and rowing the boat the same way? Or, is it easier because there's not as much distraction?
A little bit of both. I feel like the later you get, you start reading more and more about yourselves. There's more articles out there. Maybe early on there's more teams. You're not seeing it as much. But now it's, everywhere you look, there's an article or there's, something where you're seeing how well you're doing, and yes, we are doing very well. And I know this group's hungry, and I know we're going to come out ready to go tonight. I think that's always, something that kind of may drag you down as you're always reading about how good you are. You won district, you did this, you did that. But the job's not finished here, so we definitely got to focus up. Like I said, I think this group is focused. Had a couple good days here. I wish we had an extra day, playing on Saturday to Tuesday is a quick little turnaround, but hey, they do the same thing. But yeah, we're going to be focused up on this bus ride, and we're going to come out ready to play.
We asked Sway about the bus ride. It's a long one. It's a little bit over an hour to the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse. What do you do on a long bus ride? Are you just sitting there staring and letting the mind run, or do you have a routine for long bus rides that you like to keep yourself locked in?
I try not to take the long bus rides. I try to make the assistants do that, but I'll be on it today. Just making sure, going through the game plan, just double checking everything. And other than that, just kind of daydreaming and kind of visualizing what we think is going to happen tonight and set ourselves up so we're ready for any situation that presents itself tonight.
I'm sure you you understand what motivates your guys naturally, but what motivates you? What's the one thing that keeps you going, and how do you get pumped up or mentally locked in? Is it quotes? Is it music? What is it that gets you revved up?
I think it's just these kids. I have fun, every day at work, at practice. And I think once that stops, then I'll stop doing it. But, I just love being around these guys. These guys try to keep me young. Like I said, it's a great group of kids, really feed off each other. We could be serious. We could joke around. It's definitely a very fun group. But, I feed off these guys, man. They're so intense. They're so driven to win. And it's easy to feed off of.
So when you look at your staff, I know you brought them up, and I know you kind of threw a little bit of joke saying, you like to have them like the long bus rides, but talk about your staff a little bit, what they've meant to this season and how much you've leaned on their expertise and their coaching for the success that you've had this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul DePascal is the main assistant. He's definitely going to be a head coach here. Hopefully not too soon, but it's definitely coming. He's a great coach. I'll take him over anybody. He does such a good job with these kids, getting them ready, game planning, walking through the opponent sets and calls and all that kind of stuff. Does awesome work in the off season. I mean, you can credit a lot of Sway's development to Paulo. He does a great job there. We had a new guy this year, Eli Street, came over. Paulo coached him over at McDonald, but again, just fits in seamlessly. Great job. Kids love him. He really had a heck of a year for us with the JV team and, practicing every once in a while with us. He can still play a little bit. But yeah, just definitely excited to have him on board. And then we got Benji Santiago, big Camel guy, goofball, always making jokes. Kids love him. He's doing anything we need him to do, So again, definitely a great group of guys to have around and have on my side.
First thing I'm going to ask is make sure you tell Benji we said hi, because we love that dude forever.
He's awesome.
I'm looking behind you, and I'm just guessing that picture didn't come with the frame. Talk to me about the family aspect of this. And, I know we all know coaches have to give up so much and sacrifice, but so does the other side of that equation, the family. What's it been like for them, and what kind of support system have they been for you?
Yeah, it's awesome having them around. My wife does the book. So she's as much involved as I am, she's always asking, who's starting, who's playing, wants to know why people don't play when they don't play, stuff like that. It's awesome that my kids getting to the age where they're starting to play a little bit. So now they're getting more into it. They get some excitement going. They're excited about tonight. But yeah, just great to have support there, But again, it's just great that they love sports and want to be involved with it. It's nice to not have to, explain everything. And, she's had familiarity with it. And like I said, she's around for all the games, which helps. And then my kids come and get to watch it. So, yeah, it's nice being able to be around them more than maybe some of these other coaches who maybe wives do something else. But, yeah, it's nice having her around and having the kids around to watch and interact with.
Yeah, and you talk about the kids being able to be around. What's it been like to watch kind of your kids grow up in this program with these guys and to have your players as almost role models to your own kids?
Yeah, I mean, it's great seeing them come shoot around. Our guys block their shots, play them one-on-one, stuff like that. So it's definitely fun having them around. And like I said, our kids the players are awesome with my kids. My kids love the players. It's awesome to be around. Like I said, it's fun bringing them around, and they know all the kids' names and they're excited to see them. They want to give them fist bumps and all that. So just a great environment here.
Coach, last question. What are your expectations? Win, lose, or draw tonight? What are your expectations for the community? What are your expectations for the kids? What's your expectation for yourself when this game's over tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to give it our all. We're ready. We've scouted. We've done all this. We know our game plan. We're going there expecting to win. We felt like when this draw came out, we thought we were the best team in our district, and a lot of confidence in these guys. That's why we think that. But at the end of the day, we're going to play as hard as we can. I mean, I don't think that's ever a question for our team. And, hopefully we do enough to come out with a victory, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Definitely we want to win. We want to compete. We want to do all that. But, there's more coming for these guys. This is the beginning for a lot of these guys. But, yeah, we just want to work hard. We hope we're victorious, and hopefully we can keep this journey going a few more weeks.
Coach, we're so proud of you. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you for the support always at YSN. And naturally, we're rooting for you, man. Go Devils.
Thank you, guys.
You got it.